Hello, YouTube. This is Jerry D in Tennessee. Lonely in Tennessee. Let's see what we got going on here in the stock market today. I've run across this stock. It looks kind of promising. Bdgr, Black Dragon Resource Companies Incorporated. I've been seeing some tweets about this. Company profile. Now, if you try to go to the website, it looks like that their domain name is there, but it's not being used. It's parked for free. I don't know what's going on with that. Let's look at let's do this. Excuse me. So let's look this up. Springtime's in the air. Pollen and stuff like that's going to keep me tore up for a while, looks like. I have bad allergies. I apologize. I didn't do this right. Let's do this. Take the slash off. Oh, hold on. Look up. Domain status, client delete prohibited, client renew prohibited, client transfer prohibited, client update prohibited. Don't understand why. Registry expiration 12/10/2021. Looks like it just expired. Oh, registry expiration 12/10/2021. Created 12/10/2020. Okay. So they just bought the domain name. They've not put up a website yet. So the website is in the works. The domain's there. They just haven't tied it to the servers what this is. So I'll give them that. I can see where... And maybe they're just trying to go out and shop and find somebody to actually create the website for them. So that's not like the one I saw my last video where the domain, they had the domain for several years and I hadn't even created a website. So they've just purchased this domain back in December and probably working out what they're going to have on the website and stuff. Sometimes it takes time. If you pay somebody, it might take you a few months before you come down to agreement of how you want the website. And sometimes if you pay to have the website done, they'll give you 3 or 4 versions of the site, different designs to look at, and you've got to pick between the design. So it's a process. It's a process. I'll give them that. So their website's not up. They have the domain name. So that's a plus. I love the name, Black Dragon. I was in the martial arts when I was young. Loved watching Bruce Lee movies. Grew up on Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris and all that good stuff. You know, I don't need to get off on a tangent on that. Let's not talk about that. Let's keep talking about stocks. That's what we're talking about, stocks. All right. So, the company profile, the issuer produces oil and natural gas from wells in Louisiana and Texas. So, they're more of a property management company. They'll go in, they'll probably lease the land, put up oil rigs or whatever equipment they need to tap in and grab, pump oil out of the earth or pump natural gas out. So, it's an energy company is what it is. The issuer uses contract operators to service these wells. The issuer researches and purchases additional oil and gas lease based on its management's evaluation of the potential return on investment. So, all right, this is an energy company. It is 1.5 cents right now, the price. This stock right here has the same potential as Blue Spear. Okay, if this thing jumps to like 5 to 10 cents a share, because here's the thing, they release news. Okay, they release news. 3/8/2022. One attorney letter with respect to current information. Take Positively's 3-minute financial personality test and get matched. Oh, this is the ad. Get matched. Good night. This release includes additional documents. Selected the links below the view. Not this link. This link's trying to match me with a financial advisor. Oh, there's a gimmick made every minute. All right. So the company has filed their disclosures and financials. So they're in the process of becoming current with their information. They report to the public, shareholders. We're extremely excited to have completed and filed all the mandatory disclosure statements and financials on the OTC markets. This will allow the company to continue trading and operating without the fear of being delisted, according to the recent SEC September 2021 deadline for companies who are behind with their filings. So SEC is cracking down on these stocks, these stock tickers. If they're not being current, they're trying to get rid of these shells. Okay, that's not even being active. So if the company's not interested in being on the stock market, they're going to delist them. So, and this is parts of some of the stuff that's been going on with the GameStop and AMC, the pump and dump schemes, the organized trading that's been going on. That's what I call it, organized trading, which is not illegal. It's just a bunch of guys talking about what they're going to trade the next day in stocks. And they all trade into the same stocks. They all get in together and they all buy into the same stock because they think, well, this is a good idea. So, and a lot of times, you get a group of people, all of them buying the same stock, the stock price is going to go up. So, thus you have the SEC halting the stocks to prevent the volatility, the spikes from going on, because they're trying to protect investors. This is what they say. They're trying to protect the investors. They don't want people to get stuck in a stock, because if it spikes and you get up and stuck high, it could drop, and then you're stuck being a bag holder is what they call it, being a bag holder, and it might be a while before the price goes up again on the stock. It may not be till somebody else pumps the stock on Twitter or some social media, Discord or Twitch. There's stock traders all over the place. Investors Hub. There's different spots these guys hang out, and they pump the stock. And a lot of times what happens is somebody will go in and they'll buy a lot of shares on the stock, a lot of shares, like maybe a couple of million shares. And they'll pump the stock. And I mean pump it hard and tell people, this stock's going to go to $10 by next summer or something like that. And get people interested and fired up about it, and get a lot of people investing in the stock while they're selling. And as the stock's going up, as this group they have talked into the buying into this stock is buying into the stock. This person's selling all the shares that they just bought into at a cheap price, at a premium, and making a chunk of money off of it. And the SEC's trying to get a handle on that, and that's why they're doing the stock halts. And they recently, had a list that they released that I think we've got another week. I think next Monday you can start trading. You're supposed to be able to start trading on the list that they just recently halted. But they're just trying to keep people from getting stuck in stocks, because people get fresh into trading in the stock market and they go in and believe a lot of the hype. And, Tim Sykes, I encourage you, and I know I'm going to make a lot of people mad, but Tim Sykes has made a lot of money off of pumps, off of stock pumps. So, watch some of his videos of what he talks about. I mean, he's right. Well, he's exactly right. This is going on. This has been going on for years and years and years. And somebody will get in and they'll start pumping a stock. They'll talk about it, how great the stock is, get a lot of people excited in it. They've already been in the stock. They bought it at a cheap price. They get the price to go up. They manipulate the stock. That's what makes it illegal. They're manipulating. They're getting people interested to manipulate the price, get the price to go up. They sell out, and people get stuck at a higher price, and they're holding the stock. So be careful. That's why I tell you to trade scared. And don't invest in anything you can't afford to lose. If you're going to invest in penny stocks, a lot of this happens to penny stocks. Penny stocks is usually where all this is going on. So this is the reason. So I know I digress and started off on another bunny trail, but this is why the SEC is, this is mentioned, fear of being delisted. The SEC will delist the stock, and they're trying to get a handle on these pump and dumps, and trying to stop it is what they're trying to do. They're trying to stop it. They'd rather you sit long term, but they are hurting a lot of people by doing the halts as well, and probably hurting some good stocks. Like Blue Spear, I believe that's a real company. I mean, they've got the website, they're releasing news. I really do believe in Blue Spear, and I'm in for the long run for that company. I'm still in it, and it's halted right now. So we'll see what happens to the price. We're going to see what happens to the price, because that stock was up, what was it, $10 a share? I'm not going to go look at it right now, but I think it's somewhere around $10, and I think it could get back up to $10. Not overnight. It might take it a year or two, maybe 3, 4. Through this Biden administration, these Democrats in office. But I think it could get back up to where it was at. I think it can recover. And this stock right here, being an energy company, they just filed. They're trying to get current on their filings. This is proof that they're doing it. I love that name, Black Dragon Resource Company. That's a good. They even have a Facebook page if you want to check out the Facebook page. So, all right, let's get off the filings. So, as soon as the financial information hits the news, I expect that the price is going to go up. This is going to be in the public's attention, public's eye. It is a real company. Again, their website, there's nothing there right now. It looks like they just purchased the domain. This is the proof that they purchased the domain recently, 12/10/2020. This domain name, they just recently purchased it. So they're going to put up a website. This is in the works. This is currently in the works. So once they get their website up, the news comes out, I think this stock is going to go. I think it will go. So it has recently, back within the past month, hit 0.3 cents. Okay, so it's right now it's half of that. So I think with news, it's going to at least with news, I think it's going to at least get back up to 3 cents, at least. That's just my opinion. Now, again, let me state this. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a stock advisor. This is just, I'm interested in stocks. I invest in stocks. This is something I do. I'm doing this for these videos for entertainment and educational purposes, just to bring some stocks to people's attention. So, this is a real company. I do believe this is a real company. They're just now getting their they're reporting filings and stuff like that. And we'll move on to another stock here, and I'll show you what I mean. So this is just the news that got released from News Corp yesterday, Monday, March 8th, 2021. This is March 9th, 2021 that I'm creating this video. So TCP, the company is pleased to announce filings, all disclosures, and the financials. That means that they are releasing their information to the public so the investors will know what the company's doing. This is a requirement that the SEC would like for these companies to do, to tell the investors that, they're making money. That's a good thing. If you're going to invest in a company, you want it to make money. You're going to want to know it's going to be around for a while, okay? And the thing I'd like to see, this stock, let's go back here. No dividends. The thing I'd like to see, like with Blue Spear, these energy companies, I would love to see them start paying out dividends. I like to see these stocks grow into something and start paying out. I'm hopeful, and you can't control that. Okay, I can in no way control that or influence the company. I don't know any of these people. I'm not involved with any of these companies, but I would love to see if this stock price shoots up, that they start reporting earnings and they get to a point to where they can pay their investors. They can pay their investors dividends for holding the stock, and that's where you'd like to be. That's where you'd like to be. And as the price goes up, you can get into dividend appreciation, which I've mentioned that in another video. I'm going to sit down and talk about how dividend appreciation works. And I think it's a good thing if you're going to long-term investment, because you can generate passive income. And as the stock grows, your money starts growing. The amount that you start receiving on the dividend starts growing over time. So that's why I like to look at some of these stocks that I believe is a real company, is going to be around for a while. That's why I like to get into them at a low price, as low as I can, so later on when they start paying the dividends, you start making more money than somebody that has bought into at a later time. But I'll explain that in another video. So let's talk about here's a spike today, okay? The Savoy Energy Corp. Oil and gas exploration and development. So it's got the skull and crossbones, which is bad. E-Trade has taken a policy, which that's the brokerage I use to trade stocks. I may go to another one. I may use two here before long. But the skull and crossbones, E-Trade will not let you buy this stock. Okay? If it's got the caveat emptor, and a lot of the other brokers are going this route too, to protect you from getting stuck in a shell. That's a non-existent trash stock. I mean, it's just a non-existent company. It's what it is. And I'm not trying to trash this stock. I'm just saying there's stocks out there that are trash, junk, shells that people pump to make money. They try to manipulate people into buying. So again, skull and crossbones is not a good sign. This company may not be making material information publicly available, buying or selling security on the basis of public, non-public material information. It's prohibited under Section 10B of the Securities Exchange Act of 1934, Rules 10B-5 and 10B-5-1. Thereunder, violators may be subject to civil and criminal penalties. So they are talking about buying or selling a security on the basis of material, non-public material information. So beware of pump and dumps, because you can get stuck in the stock. So, but this is a caveat emptor company, and it spiked today. What's the day range? Let's look at the day's range. So it spiked from 0.003, 0.3 of a cent, to 0.007.4 of a cent. So it's an opportunity. People's probably doubled their money today as this stock spiked. And it has held a decent price. So it was low 3. It was still 0.1 of a cent above what it had been when it closed today. So this company may not be disclosing their financial information for some reason. This is another energy company. All right, let's go back. Company profile. It's another oil and gas corporation development. So what I was saying about the skull and crossbones, I could not have bought into this today if I wanted to, because E-Trade is blocking the investors from buying these kind of stocks. They a while back, I've got an old video. I may put a link down in the description, but I have a video talking about this when they first come out with it. It might have been last September, October, I think's when they started restricting trades on this kind of stuff, because it used to be they just let you buy whatever you wanted unless SEC halted the stock. So, and this might be a good company. I don't know. This might be a real company. It looks like it's a shell because they've not been releasing any information. They've got this dark and defunct flag on them, cavity and impetor. They do have a green shield saying the company transferred agents has been verified. So they may be trying to clear up the status with OTC with that shield there. You don't know. But I could not have traded into this stock if I wanted to today, even though it come up on my scanner and it looked like a pretty decent spike. It was going up pretty good today. So first of the day, and then it was kind of choppy the rest of the day, up and down. You probably could have went and bought in the first of the day as it was going up and then got out. And then in this dip, you could have bought back in again and made a little bit more money. Some people do that. You got to be aware of you start doing that kind of stuff. You got to be aware of the pattern day trading rules and different things. And you've got to have cleared money to buy in multiple times during the day in a cash account. So it takes 2 to 3 days for your money to clear. If you go and buy the stock and then you sell it and you used all your money in your fund to buy into it and then you sold it and made money, you have to wait 2 or 3 days, because if you buy in, E-Trade especially will say, okay, we're going to let you buy into this stock with this money where you just sold this stock. But, what is it? How do they word it? You'll be in violation of a gentleman's trade, fair trade agreement, fair trade agreement, something. It's worded a certain way, and they're pretty much saying that you need to let the money clear before you sell this stock again. You have to wait 2 or 3 days. If you use non-cleared money to buy the stock, you have to wait till that money clears before you can turn around and sell the stock, or they will lock your account for 90 days And they could fine you. They could fine you if they decide. They could charge you some kind of fee for their trouble. Because at that point, the money you bought in, your money was gone out. That transaction's got to clear where you bought the stock. Turn around, you flip the stock, sell it for a profit. You still got to wait for that transaction to clear 2 or 3 days later, because the person that bought your stock may be at Fidelity. They could be, where else? What would another one be? International brokers. They could be in another brokerage, and that money, there's like a process. There's like nightly jobs that runs behind the scenes on computers and transfers the money electronically. All that stuff's got to clear before you're in the clear. So beware of that if you try any of this stuff. And I'm not saying to do this. I'm just saying people do this. People make money doing this. See, they make some good money doing this. So anyway, so my screener come up. It showed me this is spike, and there you go. There's some I saw on Twitter. There's somebody saying that this is fake. Now, is it fake? I don't know. I really do not know. I did go see this Savoy Energy, which that's what this company is. Savoy Energy. The Twitter account has disappeared. Now Twitter could have just deleted the account if they thought they were trying to manipulate the stock price. So I'm going to give them that. And that could be what happened. Okay? But this person may not have just deleted the account. It might have been Twitter that did this. So there's a lot of stock tweets that go out and pumps that happen on Twitter, okay? So be careful. Be careful out there. Again, I say trade scared. Trade scared. Okay? Don't invest anything you can't afford to lose. And do your research. Go out and look at this stuff like I'm showing you. You know, go out to OTC markets. Look at the stock before you buy into it. Do a little research. I mean, it can really save you some heartache if you do. All right, here's another spike today. Moving on. Advantego Corporation. Advantego is a business solutions provider that develops standalone digital and enterprise software products capitalizing on niche opportunities within specific markets. The company leverages a proprietary intelligent solution platform combining leading third-party cutting-edge technologies with existing data and systems to deliver a turnkey, scalable, cost-effective, specialized business process as a service. So it's like a custom software company. Target industry can be integrated in multiple software applications. So maybe a contracting company. So let's look at they have a website. They actually have a website, okay? Here's an investors relations page. This is a good thing. All right. They had a special shareholders meeting March 6th, 2020. So, in Irvine, California. Corporate filings, stock history, and news. See, this is good stuff. When they're doing this, they're being proactive and being transparent. This is a good sign on a company. You know, this takes a lot of work for them to do this. I mean, here they have over a year. Well, they've got months and months and months, maybe years of stuff. Let's go to 6. 2017. 2017 is the last Tuesday. February 2017. So this takes a lot of work to put all this together in the filings and stuff. They're actually filing with the SEC, OTC markets. This is a good sign. This is a good thing that they have an actual website that you can look at. So they They have their address, they have their phone number, contact phone number, they have email address that you can contact. Now this is interesting, that email info at transshare.com. Maybe they're buying an email service or paying for an email service for the company emails, but it doesn't have the domain name. I mean, that can happen. I mean, a lot of people use Gmail for stuff too. So that's not a big deal. But they have a website. They posted their investors' information, all their filings and stuff. You can download their stuff. It's PDFs. It's text files. Somebody put a lot of work into the site. So, and they're not going to go through all that trouble for nothing. This is a real company. This is real. So, the spike, they had a 60% spike. So, what was the day range? What is 0.0014 to 0.0029? So, pretty much doubled your money in the day. It's a good opportunity to double your money in the day. I saw this too late to buy into it, but looks like a decent spike. I could still buy into it. If I was going to flip it, buy it and flip it off the spike and then get out of it, make a small profit real quick, because you, like I said, you doubled your money right there. From market open to 10, 11 o'clock, by 11 o'clock, you've doubled your money. Put $1,000 in, turn around, sell the stock, you've got $2,000 within an hour or so. So, a lot of people, like I said, if you watch some of Tim Sock's videos, that's how he's made a lot of his money. So, long term though, this is a technology company. This is cheap. This is cheap. I don't know their history. Technology companies, you got to look at the .com boom bust. Some of these technology companies are here overnight and they're gone overnight. I don't know the history of the company. Does it tell? It's about us, our approach, products, services, our solutions. It doesn't tell their history. Contact us. Approach our products and services. No. So maybe they started up in 2017. Okay, so you don't know how long these technology companies are going to be around. So, it's not like Oracle database. The Oracle database is going to be around for a while. Microsoft's going to be around for a while. I mean, they sell operating systems. They sell Office tools, spreadsheet, Word, PowerPoint stuff, all that good stuff. Stuff like this, you really don't know how long they're going to be around. Contractors make good money. They might be around for 10 years and they make their money because contractors get paid well. No, I don't want to email you. You just don't know. You really don't know how long this company's going to be here. They are being transparent, showing their filings. They're going through a lot of trouble to keep all this stuff public. So, not a bad way to go. Might be a good company to watch, keep an eye on, and see where they go. See how long they're around. But they have no product, though. It's more to me this is a contracting company. This is a contracting company. You go buy this software and you want to make this one piece of software talk to another piece of software. and they say, well, what do you need? You need a .NET developer, you need a Java developer, you need a PHP developer, that kind of thing. This is, to me, this is a contracting company. Though it doesn't say that. I mean, you know, business solutions provider, standalone digital enterprise. Yeah, this is pretty much a contracting company. They'll come in and they'll write you some software to get from point A to point B, and then they're gone. They're out of there. So, and they may be around for years. As a company I worked for a while, Tech Systems, and they've been around for a long time. So this company may be around for a while. I don't know. They only go back to 2017 on their financial reporting stuff. So, but then again, they may not have been in the stock market. They might have been around. This company may have been around for years. I'd like to see the history. We've been around since yada, 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 and you don't have that on this website. So that, to me, makes me feel like this is a young company, and I'm kind of, I'd be in and out of the stock, until it gets some age on it, and it's like, it seems like it's going to be a stable company, it's going to be around for a while. Yeah, I don't know. It might be around. It may outlast me. You can't never tell. I don't know. So I'm not trying to trash the company. I'm just saying, you don't know with these technology companies. You don't know. You really don't know. There's a lot of companies I thought have been around for years. Not Staples, Office Max, Office Depot. Was it Office Depot? I mean, it's not that same technology. It's a retailer, but I think it was Office Depot that went bankrupt back in right after 2000 or something like that. Yeah, and it was a retailer. It's kind of like Staples. It was like Staples competitions, and there's a lot of electronic companies. I can't bring any to mind. That's why I went down that road. But American Online's still alive, around. Well, I can't, nothing comes to mind right now of a technology company that's been here and gone. But there's been a lot. If you look at the .com stuff, the big .com boom, there were a lot of startup companies that were on the internet, electronics, technology companies, and then they're gone overnight. And you just don't know. You just don't know what will happen. But it's a cheap stock to get into. If they continue the positive side, if they continue to release financial information, financials, if they continue to release their financials and stuff and stay current, then yeah, this can be a good investment for somebody. It's cheap. It's a cheap stock to get into. It is a technology. Keep in mind, this is a technology company, and things change fast. Some companies get bought out too. I mean, this company could get bought out by a bigger company. They offer the owner of this company a big chunk of money, and they're like, "Okay, I'll do that," and they get bought out, and they buy in, and the resources and stuff this company's using for their what they're doing. And sometimes they just put their own people in and get rid of the people that's working in it. You just don't know what's going to happen to some of these companies. It's cutthroat. This stuff right here, the technology companies, it's all cutthroat. You don't know what's going to happen with these companies. But it can be a good investment. Look at it. It's cheap. This is a cheap stock. I would keep my eye on it if I invested in it. I'm not telling you to invest in it. I'm just saying this looks like this is a real company. They've got a website. They're putting an effort to keep their site up to date. September 2nd, 2020. So they got behind. And they're trying to catch up and get current with their filings. So this stock, when they get current, when it gets released, the SEC puts it out, Global Newswire says Advantego is now has released their financials. They're current. They're going to be. This is going to be. There may be a story on Bloomberg. Bloomberg may talk about this. It's going to be in the public's eye. People are going to buy into this stock because of the price of it. It's going to be cheap. It's a technology company. It's going to be cheap. The financials, if the financials are good enough, a lot of investors will be like, this company, this stock might be something to get into. This stock has some potential. It's under a cent. So if it goes up to 10 cents, if it goes up to $1 a share, $5 a share, you can make some decent money on stocks like this. You don't know, though. I'm not saying it will. I don't know if it will, but it could. It has potential. It has potential to do that. And they're trying to get this off of them. They're trying to get this stop sign off of them. It's obvious that they released news, that they released their financials. They just filed their stuff. So before long, there may be some news, and as soon as the news comes out, this stock will probably go up. It might not be a big spike, but it's going to go up. So that's my opinion. That's my 2 cents. But it went up 60%, and it's on news, off of news of Twitter, off this news that they've released. Where was it? That spike was off. Where did I see that? Or am I confusing it with the other one? Maybe we looked at this. I may be confused it with the other one too, because they were behind too. They're trying to go current too on their stuff. No, I just looked at it, didn't I? Subject report filed, unreasonable effort. Company did not complete its financial statements for 3 months, ended in June 30th, 2020, in insufficient time, so it's allowed. So they're like the other one, the other company. They're just trying to. They're saying, hey, don't delist us. We're going to try to catch up on our stuff and get our stuff filed, and we're going to try to make everything good. Is what they're doing. So they have filed. They filed a form saying that, hey, safety report could not be filed without unreasonable effort, expense, registration. They're saying, okay, so they're going to give the opportunity. They're going to give them reasons described in reasonable detail. Part 3 of this form could not be eliminated without unreasonable effort or expense. So they're saying, we had some stuff beyond our control. We weren't able to file our financials on time. And they're just saying, we're going to make an effort to try to get everything caught up and everything up to snuff is what they're doing. So that's all they're doing, and they're being transparent. They're keeping everything on their websites. That's what I was saying about the other websites. It's just smart for companies to put this public information out. If they're in the stock market, they should be showing the public what they're doing and keep being transparent about the company if they want people to invest in the long term for the company. So anyway, this one's not quite as scary because it's a real company. They're doing it, putting all this effort to keep the information public about what they're doing. The scary thing about it is it's a technology company, and like I said, you don't know what'll happen. They could get bought out or what have you, but you never know. This company might outlast me. It'll be when I'm dead and gone. This company may still be out there in operation. You don't know. You just don't know. So, but again, it's a cheap stock. If they get the stop sign removed, the stock's going to go up more again. So, 11/20/19 was the last time they did financials, and they were probably due. Yeah. So I'd say they're probably due to release some news. If they either get their stuff caught up or they don't. So hopefully they'll get their stuff caught up and the stock will go up, and this will be a good thing. They're not to the point of the skull and crossbones. They're actually reporting. They're actually making an effort to stay current, and that's a good sign. So that's my whole point. So again, I'm not telling you to invest in a stock. This is just, it's a good cheap stock. If you're on a budget, you want to invest. When they release their financials, when the news comes out, this stock is probably going to go up again. Pretty much. And somebody's probably on Twitter tweeting about this stock. Anyway, that's all I'm going to ramble on again tonight. Excuse me. Allergies is getting to me. But I appreciate you coming out, checking my video. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a stock advisor. I just trade stocks. This is what I do. I like to talk about them. This is for entertainment, educational purposes. And I appreciate you watching my video. I'd love for you to subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you like the video, I'd love for you to press the like button, the thumbs up. It gets it out to more people. It helps my channel. And hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified every time I come out with a new video. And I will be coming out with more videos in the future. So, again, trade scared, trade informed. Do not invest anything you can't afford to lose, because you got to keep lights on. You got to keep a roof over your head. You got to keep food on the table. Okay? This is a marathon. This is not a race. We're not trying to get rich overnight. This is a long run helping. This is a process to help with your retirement in the end. Is what you want to do. That's what you want to do with the stock market. If you're investing in the stock market, you start looking to get rich in the stock market overnight, you're going to blow up your account, and you're really going to wish you hadn't done some trades. So think out your trades and be cautious with your trades, and you'll be all right. You will eventually get into some trades that you're going to be like, oh man, that didn't go my way. But, you just kind of work out the trades the best of your ability, and you can do, I made a video on averaging down if you end up upside down on the stock, how you can turn things around for yourself if you are upside down with the stock. I do the math. I show you exactly by doing the math on how that works. I invite you to check out that video, and that's a way, if you get in the wrong side of the trade, that is a way to get out of the trade. But if you get into one to where the stock is halted or whatever, you're stuck till the halt is over with. And if nobody's trading on the stock, then you can't sell the stock. And that's the reality of it. So be careful. Be careful. Like I said, the SEC froze a bunch of them about over a week ago. Put a halt on the whole list of them for 2 weeks, 10 days, 10 business days. And so the next Monday, that list should be able to be traded on. We'll see what happens. I hope they didn't kill some good stocks by doing that. They're doing it because people were pumping the stocks, and or they felt people were pumping the stocks. I don't know what they looked at, what alerted them to that fact, or why. But I do know that's what they say. That's why they halted the stocks. So, it is what it is, and that's just one of the things going on in the stock. The stock world. So, traders world. You know, the SEC will go step in at times, and they're gonna like, you know, put the red light on some of these stocks, especially penny stocks. You're going to see this a lot on penny stocks. So anyway, again, be cautious with your trades. I wish you luck. I hope you have a profitable week, and just keep it real. Be realistic about your trades. Don't be thinking you're going to get rich overnight, because this is a marathon. You're not going to get rich overnight. It doesn't. You can get lucky and get into some good trades. I'm telling you, you can get into some good trades, some of these stock spikes, but be careful. Be very careful. You can get in a bad trade really fast, probably faster than you're going to get into a good trade. So anyway, I'm going to quit rambling on. I hope everybody has a good night. Thank you for checking out the video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hey, thanks for coming by. Glad you checked out the video. Hope you liked it. If you like it, please click on the like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel. May God bless you, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.